The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
All right, everybody, welcome to the latest edition of Buckle Bomb Live. However, today we are talking Wrestlemania Backlash preview. Orlando, how are you doing this fine Star Wars holiday?
May the 4th be with you all.
And also with you.
Just kind of woke up from a nap, so I was like kind of tired.
All right, so doing the preview a little early here. Still 4 days away. I don't really see, maybe they announce one more match on SmackDown. But we got the core group of matches here. 6 matches in total for Sunday. Could be a short pay-per-view. Who knows? We'll see. Going into it, what are your hopes and expectations for Backlash?
None. I don't know. It seems like the changes to it is very odd. Like especially like for the unification tag match. I don't know why they decided to change that, but I mean, maybe they just realized, oh wait, we can't do it because then. Because are they going to have to be on both shows? Because technically that's what the Usos and RK-Bro have been doing. So,
we all thought we were going to get Nakamura versus Roman Reigns. Maybe something happened with Nakamura where he can't compete, and they didn't really have anything else planned, so they just kind of threw this together.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's just like it's so weird. I don't know if like they're starting to like get who is going to start facing Roman for the title because I think they want to start building to that. I would have loved it if it would have been Nakamura, but
yeah, here's the graphic for that one. You got Drew McIntyre team with RK-Bro versus the Usos and Roman Reigns. A lot of gold in that picture.
But it's interesting in that graphic. Why is Drew in the background? Like I get it, like Randy's in his 20th year, but
only one without gold, so maybe they're just trying to distract from that.
But I mean, like you can kind of tell like how the pecking order is. It's just like because if they're wanting to make Drew as like a threat, they could have put him on the front. I'm just saying, but that's me. So.
Yeah. What are your predictions for this match? How do you expect this to be the outcome?
Oh no, this is good. I think this is going to be a fun 6-man tag. All 6 men know how to work. It's going to be a very fun match. I'm thinking like maybe they'll give the Roman and the Usos the win. Because I think they didn't want to have Randy and Riddle lose the titles yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're going to save that for maybe the next pay-per-view, Hell in the Cell. Or maybe they could save it for because like after this pay-per-view and then the next pay-per-view, they're all arenas. Then after that, they're all going to be stadiums in the middle of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, like if they want to save that for maybe SummerSlam or maybe the United Kingdom pay-per-view, so we'll see.
I can see Drew and RK-Bro winning in this one, simply for the fact that maybe Drew pinning one of the Usos and setting up Drew versus Roman for Hell in a Cell. And then maybe there's some shenanigans and Drew has to work back to get a title shot and gets it at the UK pay-per-view. Was it Clash at the Castle?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the name of the pay-per-view in the UK, right? Okay.
Clash at the Castle.
Mm-hmm. Because I think everybody was thinking like because that now they have a pay-per-view in the UK, everybody thought like, oh, Drew is going to be the one to face Roman at there. But I don't know if they're starting that storyline now or maybe they're not going to have him win and maybe it's going to be Cody. I don't know. Like we'll get to the other matches. So
maybe they spend a few months build up Walter and Walter faces Roman, or excuse me, Gunther.
Maybe. We'll see. They're using him right on SmackDown so far. Like they're not we'll see. Like I think maybe it'll be somebody else, but we'll see.
Next up, WrestleMania Backlash. We got Charlotte Flair defending the women's SmackDown title against Ronda Rousey in an I Quit match.
Now I feel like this is probably going to be the main event of the pay-per-view because this is the most hyped match, and this is the first match that was set up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if maybe this was something that they told the girls, like, okay, you guys are not going to have the Mania match as the main event, but we'll give you the main event for this pay-per-view. So, I mean,
Do you think they got enough confidence in Ronda Rousey to be able to handle another main event?
I'm not liking this run of hers, honestly. I don't. I because one, I think they rushed her into it because I don't think she was ready yet. I think, and also like she's not wrestling how she was back in 2018. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like she
Yeah.
like was there, like, wrestling, and then she was like, but this run I'm not feeling it. I don't know why.
Yeah, it seems like she's not quite back up to form yet, but
Probably. hmm
we'll see if she gets back there. Um,
But I mean, I've seen some videos of like the house show, so it looked like she's working fine. So, and of course, she's working Charlotte Flair, so they probably,
yeah.
click, from there. I mean, they have good chemistry with each other, so I think this I Quit match will probably be, you know, it'll be fine. This will now be Ronda's win here, and she'll win the SmackDown Championship. So,
Yeah, I see Rousey taking it this time. I don't see Charlotte beating Rousey twice in a
mhm,
row, unfortunately.
yeah,
I'd rather Charlotte keep the title, but we'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see.
Next up, the rematch from WrestleMania as well. Cody Rhodes taking on Seth freaking Rollins.
Mhm. What I'm hoping that I'm feeling that they're going to do it is that they're going to have Cody lose this match
Hmm.
because, like, the next paper would be Hell in a Cell because it's starting to get personal now. Because now, after what happened on Raw, Seth bringing up the fact that Dusty never won the World Championship, and then he's like, "Oh, you're not going to win that championship when I'm around." So there's like some foreshadowing of it. So I don't know if they will if they want to do the 50-50 booking where it's just like, okay, so Cody won at WrestleMania, then Seth won WrestleMania Backlash, and now they're going to do their third and final one at Hell in a Cell. I mean, we'll see. So we don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally see that. I was thinking, Cody went over again, and Cody would be undefeated until he gets a title shot. But you know what? That makes complete sense the way you put it there.
Yeah. I mean, I would love it if Cody wins again, and then like Seth goes into a crazy tirade about it. It's just like because it's like, why is it that like I can't put this person like I don't know, like something like that, right? You know how it
A lot of
is.
people thought their match at WrestleMania was the match of the weekend. Can they do it again? Be match of the night on Sunday?
Oh no, of course. And plus they've been working together the house shows, so I think they can.
Okay. Uh, Next up, probably if it's not before the main event, just kind of give people a break before the main event. Maybe be the fourth match. Third to last. Uh, Happy Corbin taking on Medcap Moss.
Honestly, this should be on the kickoff show. I mean, like honestly, like nobody asked for them. Nobody asked for this. I mean, like, did you?
I thought they paired well together.
I know.
I don't see why they broke them up.
Exactly. I mean, like, I think because they're seeing something in Moss, and he's new, and like he's been in the system for now, like what, almost 8-9 years now.
Something like that.
So
Yeah.
they want to do something with him. So I mean, kudos to him. Like I'm not feeling it yet. Maybe when he feuds with somebody else, maybe I will. You know, it's just I can't. It's just like his laugh is just getting. I just it's like it's still like a heel laugh. You get what I'm saying? He needs to change that up. I don't know. Like if he's now a face, he just needs to change that up.
I definitely think they're getting ready to push him big time. Um, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So it looks like he might be in line for a push, and I don't see why not. He's a good worker.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like this. Because I like what he did on SmackDown. We'll see, like this past SmackDown, like getting his trophy back, from Corbin. So we'll see, and just Corbin is just like, I don't know, like I don't know what they're gonna do with him after this. Like, what's next for him? I mean, they'll probably find something and he'll work fine. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Bobby Lashley taking on Omos with MVP in Omos's corner now. No longer with Bobby Lashley.
I think this is going to be the 50-50 booking, where Omos is going to win. I'm not feeling it yet. Like, I like the fact that MVP is with Omos, but I'm not feeling like like what MVP did with Bobby Lashley with Omos. Not yet. Maybe it just needs a little bit more time. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Do you like the pairing of putting MVP with Omos?
I think so. Like it's just like now that he's speaking for him, it's just like, it's helping out. So we'll see what happens.
Getting a hi from Tim Tobin here. Tim, how you doing?
Hey there, Tim. Yes, he's saying hi to us on Facebook, which you can watch us live on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Everybody.
Facebook and Twitch. We got some viewers on Twitch as well. Thanks for joining us from the Twitch community.
Yes.
I think it's great. I don't think Omos is ready to speak on his own and cut promos. He gets his point across with the muscle. So putting MVP with him, I think is great.
Yeah. I don't feel the intimidation, like past big guys, like you felt like, even though like, the Great Khali wasn't a great wrestler, but you felt the intimidation of his presence. Like with Omos, I don't feel it. Like he's just like, oh, it's another tall guy,
So, Omos feels more like a bodyguard than a wrestler. But
yeah, he just he just probably needs more reps, more more house shows, to help him out, get his wrestling, kind of psychology in there, like if if Paul White was there, I think he would have probably helped him a lot, but
yeah.
Oh well.
On the last match we got here, AJ Styles taking on Edge. The new Judgment Day faction. Damian Priest no longer allowed at ringside for this match.
Mm-hmm. So there's two theories that's going to happen.
Yeah, I think to me the more obvious one is that a new partner in the faction for Judgment Day gets revealed, and they're the ones that come out and help Edge win.
Pretty much. That's what I was thinking too. So I'm thinking it's like either Finn Balor or maybe Ciampa, but but Ciampa's doing his thing like with Ali. I don't know if they want to maybe have Ali deal with that, and then he's still dealing with Theory for the U.S. title, because because Ali also is dealing with Theory and The Miz for the U.S. title belt. So
yeah,
I don't know how that's gonna work out.
I don't think it's gonna be Ciampa. I know I've heard a few people say Finn Balor. I've heard a few people say Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be I don't know if they want to bring in a female yet. But it would be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley would be good, or would be an interesting choice. As far as what was going to be another male for Judgment Day, I don't know if they want to do Finn Balor.
Yeah, because I it would be good, but also I wouldn't mind if he just stays with AJ Styles, because at least they can tag team for a little bit, and plus Finn just needs that tag belt to become a Grand Slam champion.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, let's get Finn that Grand Slam championship.
Mm-hmm. Think somebody wants to join us. Oh, look who it is. Hello there, sir.
Stand back. There's a Walter Kane in the room. Let's go. How are you all doing? I had to jump on. I didn't get the notification that you'd gone live. I guess to jump straight in, you guys were talking about Edge versus AJ Styles, the rematch. I mean, the direction that they're going with Judgment Day. Anybody else getting those? It's essentially the new Brood, isn't it? We're getting
No, of
a
course.
exciting Edge that but it's the villainous evilness that we're getting into it that is so refreshing to see. That bringing Finn Balor on and bringing Rhea Ripley on is just you're gonna get a faction that you just know they're gonna be good, and you just I think Bloodline versus Judgment Day towards SummerSlam. I think that's the feud I want to see.
Okay, we'll see about that. I mean, I would love that. I mean, I
if
wouldn't
only
mind.
there was a 4v4 match stipulation that you can put them in to decide who's the superior War Games. That is your idea.
I mean, they could do a 3-on-3, so why not have like AJ, Finn, and Cody Rhodes? I mean, like if Finn doesn't turn, they could always have Ciampa. I don't know. We'll see.
Ciampa's also a name that's been floating around, but Tommaso.
Mm-hmm. But no, like I like the fact that kind of taking the role of Gangrel for this group because like Gangrel was the one that created the Brood, where it was him, Edge, and Christian. So so we'll see who he wants to add like as a third or fourth or fifth person. I don't know. Maybe he wants a big old faction, like he had like the Familia, back on SmackDown in 2010s. Do you remember that time when he was married to Vicky Guerrero?
Vicky Guerrero, the whole love triangle. Those were fun days.
Yeah. I mean, Edge works well with factions. I mean, that's how he's the ultimate opportunist. So I'm just happy like he's kind of back to his groove, so.
This is true.
So, what do you guys think wins, Edge or AJ Styles?
Oh no, AJ Styles is winning. Come on, now. Because they're going to continue this feud, and I'm thinking they're going to have to go into the South because
it's
like
50-50 booking. It's AJ Styles. I think AJ's
exactly.
Win.
Yeah,
I'm going Edge. I think there's shenanigans. Someone's going to interfere.
Yeah. I mean, it would be fun if Finn does turn because, like, we felt bad for him for what happened in the last couple of months. He won the U.S. title, but they didn't really use him well with that U.S. title run. So, I mean, like, I don't know if he needs like a fresh restart or something, like as a heel, And I don't think he worked heel in the main roster, so
I just think with Finn Balor is that I think I've made this argument before on the podcast is that ever since I guess his feud with the Fiend when he debuted in 2019 is that there's not been something credible that's really kickstarted his career again. He's building something and it doesn't come to something. He has that match with Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, doesn't go anywhere. Like he needs something to spark off the same Finn Balor that we got in NXT for a little bit, and even when he was drafted up 6 years ago, that Finn Balor was astonishing. Now he just seems like it's just Finn.
Yeah. Maybe he's almost like his contract is about to come up, and maybe he's already like done. Like now he wants to settle down and have some kids with his wifey, So.
Hang on. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Yeah, Finn Balor to AEW confirmed. There you go. I've said it for you, Orlando.
There he goes. I mean, they will accept him with open arms. I bet. Him and Roddy. So. Yeah.
I was looking to see if there's any reports on Finn Balor's contract and when it was supposed to be up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody found anything yet. So that's the thing. But yeah. But I mean, for me, it's just like at least this is something interesting. At least like him teaming with AJ Styles is at least something unique. And I'm sorry to say, 6 years too late. They should have done this with with the full Bullet Club, back in 2016. But I think because Finn got injured, I think they couldn't pull that trigger. So
I think back then, even when they brought in the Gallows and Anderson, I didn't think they had the balls to pull the trigger, even though it was screaming out right in front of them to do it.
Yes, all four. Come on now, all four of them. If they wanted to do a big old faction, all four of them, and with Shinsuke, come on now, like a New Japan type of faction that debuted in WWE. It's like it's right there. It's like sometimes they have some writings like right in front of their faces, and they don't want to pull it because they feel like it's going to be helping the other companies and stuff. Like, so what? Like, come on now. Like, you have it in the palm of your hands right here, like easy right here. Just put them all together and then let them work, and then you get money.
It was different times. It was different times at the end of the day.
No, I know, but I mean, just to me, it's just like, there's sometimes there are like things that are like right there in front of them. For me, honestly. But anyways, like I'm happy that now Finn and like AJ are now teaming again. Hopefully, it will be a little bit longer. I mean, if he does turn, well, we'll get another AJ versus Finn match, which they always have great chemistry with each other. So I can't wait for that. Mm-hmm. What say you, Sarah? I don't think I heard you with some of your predictions.
Edge, I think, wins. Almost. I think Madcap Moss wins.
Yeah, I could see that.
Nobody wins
between
Drew
and
Harry Corbin. Nobody wins.
No, nobody wins in that one. And I said that should be a pre-show match. I'm sorry.
The only way people win out of Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, if it's a double DQ, like if it's just a mad schmoz or a counter, just something sideways to
if there's a double DQ or double count, that means they're going to have another match. So that makes it worse.
Yeah, anyways. Like for them, I honestly, like, I don't see them being on the main show. I think they could be on the pre-show. I mean, I don't know what other match they're going to be adding to this because I'm sorry to say that this is kind of like a weak card. Like
it is. It just is. Like it's WrestleMania Backlash. Like it's not got the follow-up punch that some pay-per-views have. And apart from it's a one-match card. It's Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey in the I Quit match.
I say that's going to be the main event. Do you think it's going to be the main event?
But what else is it going to be? Are they really going to put a boring 6-man non-title tag on as the main event?
I don't think it's going to be boring. I mean, those six are going to work the crowd and stuff. Like, come on now.
It's not for the belt.
Yeah. I mean, if you put them in,
if it was for all the gold, then it main event no problem. But because Roman is injured, because Brock Lesnar ruined his shoulder, they're having to put him in a 6-man tag. Despite the fact he's worked 7 matches in 10 days on the tour against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
in a feud that they're already bringing it to us now, when it should be ready for September in Cardiff. Like it doesn't. Their logic at the moment doesn't add up with what they want to do with Roman Reigns. Bearing in mind, and this bears repeating, he is the unified WWE World Heavyweight Universal Champion. Like they've done that. They need to do something with it.
I know. That's why they're trying to decide, because I don't know if they want Cody to win. Do they want Cody to win? Do they want Seth to win? Do they want Drew to win? I mean, like
4 out of these 6 matches are WrestleMania rematches.
Yeah, 4 out of the 6. Yeah, because of WrestleMania Backlash.
So wait. Cody gets the title just after the 4th of July.
Who gets the title before the on the 4th of July?
You said. I think you said last week, the week before, last time we spoke, that Cody Rhodes becomes the world champion.
No. I said around SummerSlam or before or around WrestleMania time. So I said, like maybe he could win Money in the Bank, because Money in the Bank will be on 4th of July weekend, and he can cash in easily on Roman if he wants to on SummerSlam, if he wants to do that.
July 2nd is Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
Monday Night Raw is July 4th, the All-American holiday, where the All-American Nightmare will cash in.
I mean, it could happen. You never know.
It's written right in front of them. If they don't do it, they don't do it.
No, they're not going to do it.
If they don't do it, they're cowards.
No. It's not that they're cowards. It's just like they want to do it their way. That's what I'm saying. Is like there's some things that are so written right in their face they don't want to do it, or they just are very blind to do it. Like Cody Rhodes, like even said that he wants to bring back the Eagle belt. Like literally, like if he does win it, he should recreate that belt and make it into the Eagle belt.
Mhm.
Like, redesign it if he wants to, so, but we shall see. But that's why I'm giving him a year. That's why I'm saying if he does not win the title by WrestleMania, then his return is a failure. I'm calling it right now.
Bold claim right there.
Come on now. He said he wants to win the title, so now he needs to start stepping up and win that title. So, Cody, if you're listening, please go ahead. Face the tribal chief. Acknowledge him. And then take that title away from him.
One more bit of news before we sign off for the day. Freddie Prince Jr. announced today that he's going to be starting. Well, he announced before that he was going to be starting a wrestling promotion, but plans got laid out today. Plans to have it started in about 18 months. No TV deal yet, but he's got the money. All in all, it looks pretty well set. Like he's got a plan in place. He just needs a little bit of time to get it done.
I think he could do it. And plus, when I read it, he said about adding the wrestlers into the SAG, I think that's a smart thing because, the SAG is very much it helps with with benefits, which a lot of the wrestlers need after when they're dealing with injuries and stuff. So that probably will help them out. So we'll see what happens.
So he wants to give men and women equal time on the roster, bring them onto the Screen Actors Guild, a 2-hour show, storylines based in reality.
And he was a writer for WWE, so he knows how the structure is. So he could probably do one.
And he's got the money for a 3-year plan. So
yeah, and plus, he was there in WWE for 2-3 years. So he probably was. Was it only 1 year? Okay.
Yeah, he said he was only a writer for a year.
Yeah, but I mean, you can learn a lot in a year. So he probably saw how the camera working, how everybody interacts when they do the matches and stuff, how to structure the match while doing the storyline. So he probably could pull it off.
And also appears he wants it to be like a studio show. He says he wants to own the space where it's going to be filmed in. So
very NWA.
Might not be a traveling
Universal Studios.
Yeah. Yeah, Universal Studios, or maybe either in LA or in Universal Studios Orlando. So
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
because if it's in Universal Studios, he's not going to own it, which is what he wants, which is smart because then he doesn't have to pay rent.
And I think we're in a year where I think we're yet to see WoW come back with AJ Lee. I forgot. Is it AJ Mendez?
No, it's AJ Lee. She's
AJ Lee is bringing that back. If you get the right people and the right experience, you're going to make it work.
Plus WoW is associated with Viacom, which is Paramount. So exactly. That could be it could be a streaming service. So I mean, he could do a streaming service if he wants to too. That's a very new thing right now. So I'm saying, all these streaming services, they better get some wrestling content.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that will do it for us here today. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Bye-bye.